Ciao ragazzi! Welcome back to the channel. I'm Medina and in today's video we're going to spend 1 week in Italy. We're going to visit some very famous spots and also some hidden gems and gonna be some beach time as you can see right behind me. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right now so you're not going to miss any of the upcoming videos. And right now, let's visit Italy. This is day 1 and we are already sitting on the train from Pisa to La Spezia because the first day program is going to be visiting Cinque Terre. We paid €8 per person for the train tickets for 1 day, but you have to pay attention that it was cheaper because it's an earlier train. If you're going with one, which is going later and it's more popular, then you will have to pay more. We arrived to La Spezia and from here it's also the easiest way to go around Cinque Terre is by train, but you can also use boats. In here on the station you can find a tourist information center where you can buy your daily tickets for Cinque Terre, which is cost €18.20 and you can take unlimited rides. You can also get a small map and take your day to Cinque Terre. Right now our first station is going to be Riomaggiore. Seven minutes later we are here in Riomaggiore and right next to the train station there is a very cute path right next to the sea. It's beautiful. Cinque Terre is basically a string of 5 old fishing villages with scenic coastline and it's part of the UNESCO World Heritage. Riomaggiore is the most picturesque place from all the 5 regions and as you can see, it's no question why. We took the train again and a 2-minute ride later, here we are at Manarola. You can find again many colorful houses in Manarola and more people are having some baths over there. All 5 towns have small beaches, so don't forget to take your bikini and take a dip in the sea. By the way, this region also owns a huge national park, so you can take great hikes between the towns. The train rides are pretty quick between the towns, only 2-3 minutes and you can get from one place to another. They are also running pretty frequently, but during the summer it's pretty crowded. Our next station is Vernazzo, where it's time to have some lunch. It's time to take the last train of the day. We just arrived to Monterosso and hoping to have some swim in the sea as this area has the biggest beach and it's supposed to be a sandy beach, so let's look it out. Be prepared that the place is really packed with people. It's very crowded and if you want to rent 2 beds with 1 umbrella it costs €35. Alright, we found a very small spot where we can put down our stuff and right now already enjoying the water. The temperature is really nice but it's very crowded. Hello guys, welcome back. This is day 2. Right now we are leaving the camping and heading to the city of Pisa to look around. We are already here in the center. You can see behind me the baptistery, which is pretty huge, the cathedral and of course the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and in here everybody is taking the classic photos of holding the tower. So the main question is that why the tower is leaning. The answer is very simple, because the ground is too soft underneath the tower and cannot take its weight. So this is the reason why it's always shrinking and leaning, but you know, we can hold it somehow. If you want to visit any of the buildings here, you have to buy a ticket. Right now we bought the ticket for 20 euro per person, which lets us to climb up to the Tower of Pisa and also visit the cathedral right behind me. Also pay attention that there are time slots to climb up to the tower in every quarter hour. Right now we could only buy a ticket for 2 hours later, but no worries until we will go and check out the botanical garden. The admission to the botanical garden is 4 euro per person, and it's not so huge, you can walk around like in an hour, but it's nice to have some shades under the palm trees. We just have finished at the botanical garden, and right now it's time to head back to the tower and get to the top. And here we are, arrived at the top of the Pisa Tower. Woohoo! From the top of the tower you will have a great view to the city and you can enjoy a different perspective. Alright guys, after a few hours of walking around and some souvenir shopping and soda time, it's time to head back to the camping, and we are going to our new spot, which is kind of still unknown because it was a random trip for us to here to Italy, so we don't have any accommodation booked. Right now here is the time to search one. Alright, we are back in the car and I only needed to make 2 phone calls to get a new camping space, which is super cool, and I also recommend you to do those phone calls because sometimes the campings and the other accommodations writing on the internet that they have no available space, but when you're taking the phone it's coming out that they have something for you, so follow the lead. After 3 hours on the road and 250 kilometers, we arrived to our next camping. Actually, at the check-in we already had some shocking information that there are only 3 ampere of electricity, which means that we cannot use, for example, the coffee machine or a hairdryer or something like this. What is going to be interesting, so we're going to see that how is this place. Welcome at the next station. Good morning guys, welcome back. This is day 3. Yesterday, as you saw it, after we arrived we had grilling and a very cool dinner outside in here in front of the camper van. But later, when we went to check out the bathroom area, I had some surprises. First of all, there is no English toilet, only squatty potty, so it's pretty weird. Also at the shower it's also not so nice, but also you cannot switch the temperature of the water, so basically there is one type of temperature and that's all. In the area where you should go to wash your plates and dishes, over there is only cold water, that is pretty bad if you have, you know, some greasy stuff. And as I also mentioned you yesterday, the electricity is only 3 amperes, so it's not enough for everything. This is a 4-star rated camping, so you have to prepare for this, that probably not going to be everything perfect. Otherwise the area is nice, there are so many trees and shades, so at night, even though if we couldn't turn on the aircon, it was very good wind, so it wasn't an issue. But be prepared. This is what you can find in here. We already called several other campings, but it seems everywhere is the same. And today's program is heading to the beach. The temperature of the water is really nice, but there are some kind of plants inside which are biting or something like this and feels a bit itchy. So I must tell that this isn't the best beach on earth, but it's fine.
Basically, day 3 and day 4 we spent on the beach. We were relaxing, sunbathing, reading some books, and enjoying the Italian foods pasta, pizza, and gelato. In case if you are happy with less beach time, from this location Rome is only 1.5 hours away by car.
Good morning guys, welcome back. This is day 5. After spent 2 days on the beach and I catch cold a little bit, as you can hear it on my voice. It's time to pack the car. The guys are already working on it, as you can see right behind me. We're going to hit the road again and visiting a hidden gem here in Toscana.
After leaving the camping, we spent around 1 hour and 20 minutes on the road, and I must tell that it was pretty bad quality roads, but right now we're just going to arrive to Saturnia. Okay, we just arrived and have a little bit of expectations versus reality moment, as this place is not really hidden anymore. There are tons of people in here. Basically, Saturnia is a natural hot spring here in Tuscany. The water is super nice, the temperature is 37 degrees, so you can come here any time of the year and it's going to be warm. There are so many minerals in this water, so it's very good for therapeutic reasons. Mostly you can feel the sulfur, but has a little bit of eggy smell. Also, there are a few natural waterfalls in here in the spring. So, how is the overall experience? I think it's around 7 out of 10. Of course, it could be much nicer with less people, so if you want to avoid the crowd, let's arrive like 7-8 a.m. in the morning, but otherwise the location is beautiful, the water is nice, so I think in any way it's worth to come here. By the way, I don't know if you have ever saw this kind of stuff, but in here you just have to put in 5 euros, waiting for 3 minutes, and you will get a pizza from that box right behind me.
Visiting the hot spring is free of charge, but right next to it you can find a small restaurant where you can fuel up if needed.
After visiting the thermal spring, we get back into the camper van and run 4 hours on the road to arrive to the east coast of Italy. Hello guys, welcome back. This is day 6. As I told you yesterday, we came here to the east coast of Italy, and basically this was a strategic move because from here we're going to be closer when we are traveling back to Hungary. In this case, we're going to have a shorter travel day. Right now in the morning we decided to test out the swimming pool of the camping, and it's a fun fact that so far in every camping where we have been to Italy, you have to wear a cap in the pool, so we bought it right now in here in the market. Let's try it on. It's very pretty. Be prepared, if you're coming to camping in Italy, you will need this sexy hat. After lunch we came down here to the coast, and I must tell that I prefer this east coastal vibe in here. The water is warmer, the sand is nicer, and there are more restaurants, coffees, ice cream places, so there is bigger life in here than on the other coast. Good morning, guys. Here is day 7 and basically here is the end of the holiday and also for today's video. Original plan should be to visit San Marino as well, but according to the weather forecast soon it's going to start to rain, so right now we're going to skip the city tour. But otherwise we checked Cinque Terre, Pisa, Saturnia. We had a few days on the beach, so overall it was a great holiday. I hope you enjoyed as well. If you do, don't forget to smash that like button, also subscribe to the channel, and we're going to explore new places next week in the next video. See you!